Straddle has become a fixture.
Oh, picture card. You have?
I have.
Picture card. Pen. A pen. They call it a pen.
A picture.
Hong Kong called monkey.
Monkey also. 30.
That's
Something you hear at the baccarat
I was
table.
just thinking the same thing, Randy. Meanwhile, mystery card time. Hands will have his holding blocked out. As he 3-bets to Andy knee pocket sixes open from 11 up to 30.
$1 million deep, pocket pair, 19K more. Seems like a good hand to call with.
Yeah. Jack 4-3. Second pair effective for Andy, who
Yeah,
plugged in the extra 19.
Like this flop if I'm Andy.
20.
1 over card. 20K. Quick C bet from hands. Actually on the smaller side than what he's been up to in these 3-bet pots. Usually he's been going more half.
Andy calls the 20K, won't be particularly concerned about a board pairing 3. Turn check and a quick check back from hands. Now hearts arrive.
It's not unreasonable that Andy thinks he's got the best hand as played. Like, that was an instant check on a turn, but hands could have a slightly better pair. Probably not an overpair. Some weak jacks might be in hands range, but I imagine like a king jack plus would probably bet the turn at a high frequency.
112,000 in the middle.
40.
1/3 pot. And this feels like milky sizing. We're unblocking hearts. We're cognizant of the fact that with some frequency, a jack or a pair bigger than the sixes would maybe take this line.
Yeah, I can definitely feel some jacks betting in hands' spot. Also, the way Andy's played his hand doesn't look like he's holding a jack. It does look like an ace-queen. A pocket pair like this, or like 8s and 9s. It is very interesting. And it's a very tough spot. Not easy for Andy.
No, you're right.
Andy lays down the sixes and hands had the nut flush.
Yeah, he was there.
That's a fun one to show.
Sure. I think it's one of those bell curve spots where, you know, the small milky stuff, price is right, even though we feel like we're getting milked. Then you get up toward, like, you know, the 2/3 half pot stuff, and okay, we're a little bit less inclined. And then all of a sudden, again, if you get up toward full pot or overbet, we feel a little bit more like we can get in there.
We can get in there, but we might lose a lot.
Pocket aces for Tan Xuan turning into top set here against Boss, whose cards we blocked out because it's mystery time. This was 12K open. 15K follow through. 4-liner on the board with backdoor diamonds as Boss check calls, bringing the pot to 64,000.
The deuce is a very small part of Paul's range, especially because Tan Xuan's got 2 aces in hand. He blocks ace deuce. He can safely value bet this.
34,000 demanded.
That's not 34K.
No, it's 85. Of course, top set never going away, but we're not incentivized to get any more into the middle, given that there potentially could be a deuce involved.
Could also be 6-7.
Yeah, fair.
And that's what Paul's repping. It's a straight. Tan's got outs to a boat in case he is up against that.
So Tan makes the call, and now 2 4-liners emerge on the board.
It's not a good river card, just in case your opponent was semi-bluffing with like a 5-6.
234K in the middle. Time bank utilized here. What do you think, Randy? Does it feel like Boss has the straight?
It does to me.
Which one? Unclear?
It's unclear, man, but good news for me is that both of them exist very easily in terms
Good
of
news
one
for
card.
Boss is that both of them exist. Oh, he does come with the check in the end.
Look
You
at the
see Tan
smile.
chuckling. Is it ever a deuce? Is it ever a deuce that's worried about 6x?
Yes, it can be. That's
Tan knows
why
it.
I think it's difficult for Tan to bet in this spot, just in case it is a deuce.
Oh my gosh.
妈的，有6了，打那么一点，送给你吧。How much?
Just a
Maybe
cheeky
the wrist.
little 30.
妈的，来个7的，你来。3个 A，
He's asking, is it 3 aces?
3个5，
Oh
3个
my.
A，
裂开啊
Pocket
太晚就裂开了
deuces
1对2，他妈的，哎，
妈的来7操，
And Boss
不要了，
maybe lamenting the arrival of that 7 there,
来7个我打
Yeah.
你嘛。
thinking he could have value bet bigger than 30K himself.
3个 A 啊，我知道他打3万多，我想 raise 他，哎，不要了。
That part of the reason why the fourth and final frame is the spiciest isn't simply because the people who are stuck are trying to get even, or maybe people are a little bit tired, as we saw Jungle barely maintaining consciousness the other day, en route to a $250,000 win, as I recall, but also because it's when all the chips have gathered and we're playing the deepest that we've played.
Yeah.
Time to play the mystery card game here, and it's one where whatever it is that Rob Yong has chosen to 3-bet with, it isn't going to be ahead of Andy Nees Open with the 2 aces.
Like 1.5 million US, I can probably have a bowling alley in my house.
Start to hand of 957,000 for Rob Yong. So once you see that deep stack, plenty incentive to 4-bet aces and not slow play it pre, because you want to build that pot. Try to get as much money as you can in pre.
我现在知道了，我以为你土生土长的。
其实我跟你讲过，只是你没有放我在眼里。
你跟我讲过吧？
讲过可能几百次。难道太阳城的时候我们没有聊天吗？
太阳城。
My heart's racing.
Well, for
Imagine
Rob's
what
sake,
Rob-
we're
Yeah.
really hoping that this isn't queens or kings.
在吵架的哦，对对对对，跟曹睿对吧？对啊。
Regardless of what Rob's got,
你就是我跟他打，我打得过他吗？
I'm expecting Rob to come in with the call
感觉呢？
with his range that he wants to continue with,
现在已经满意了。
even if he's got aces or kings. Because you're just so
man.
deep, you know what I'm saying? 352 in the middle.
This is business time. You see Andy dug in here. He does have the aces. Queen 6-5. 2 hearts.
That queen's a little bit worrisome because we do know that queens are in Rob's range.
Yeah, specifically queens too. It does go check, check. Now the king rolls off.
I was going to say, the check back is safe. It's good for you. But when you see the king, king's also in Rob's range, hence why Andy's kind of checking. Rob Yang could have ace-king as well.
Do you make anything of the look back, by the way? Because it's not as though this was a flush draw producing card.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
it means something.
If you have a pocket pair, you know you have the pair. Maybe you're just double checking because of the size of the pot, and look at the size of this bet. 175,000. Half pot, but still massive. Has a big one bruise. Andy didn't check with the intention of folding, obviously. The aces. He too double checking, obviously.
Yeah, it's just a big pot. Makes sense. This is very scary. 702,000 in the middle.
That is not scary.
If Rob Yong bets on the river, you know how sick it is for the 2 aces?
It ain't jacks. Oh my gosh. 400,000, and it feels quite milky. Rob also doesn't have a reputation for being light in these spots.
I agree. I also actually think Rob Yong checks back ace-king at some frequency.
Oh, for sure. And by the way, we blocked that ace-king.
Yes.
1.1 million, which is going to look like 1.5 and a tickle if Andy clicks call. Would be the biggest pot that we've played thus far across 3 days. But you can see Andy, he's already invested 350 roughly.
It's so hard to lay down aces, but it kind of feels right.
Multiple time banks are going to get used. That's the view, by the way, whenever Andy looks across the dealer at the 1 seed. And Rob looked a little nervy. I'm not suggesting that that's correlated to not having it.
It's correlated to the size of his pot.
Yeah. Gulp.
I've seen Andy Nee make some great folds. We don't know Rob Yong's cards are, though. Hard to say.
Chat thinking it's the kings or the queens. Very much believers.
I'm in that camp as well. The sizing to me also looked like he wants to get paid off by aces or ace-king. This has got to be one of the toughest pots Andy Nee's ever played.
No,
we
by the
are
way,
on a shot clock, too.
This is a very chatty group of folks, but even they know when it's time to zip it up and allow the poker to play out. This was a raise to 10,000, a 3-bet to 50, a 4-bet to 170.
可以看一单的
Call
对吧？
from Rob.
他都不给。
It went check, check, check,
Wow.
175, and then the 400 on the river. And sure enough, the turn, the Kings, Rob, 2-outed.
Were you part of the game? No.